Okay, good afternoon, my dear students. Osmania, Malvar, and Nabini. I hope that they are watching on YouTube. And for those who are here in Zoom, I'm expecting that you will participate in the class. And as well as Osmania, Malvar, and Nabini in YouTube Live, I would love also for you to, wait, my voice is very here. Okay. I hope that everyone will have fun learning today. And I apologize that last time I was able to have our online class in Zoom, so I'm having this today. And tomorrow, since I will have a training, that I'll be attending a training on Friday, so I've thought of having our class ahead and have it recorded so that if the lesson is not very clear to you, you may go to our YouTube channel and review our lesson. Okay, so before we will start, it is good to give thanks and ask guidance from the Lord. May I ask Carla to lead us in prayer? Carla?
Hi pa. Rinig po ba ako?
Yes, you are here.
Okay. Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father, thank you for this day. May you give us wisdom, knowledge, and strength to finish our school year. Please guide us through every ups and downs throughout the semester and give health to those who chose face-to-face. I also hope we can finish this class without any technical problems and give us chance to know each other more. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Carla. That was a wonderful prayer. I like that you prayed that there would be no technical problem. Yes, that would be the least that we would want to happen in our class. So technical problem is always a problem sometimes, not sometimes, especially if we run out of load for some of you, and some of you may have a very weak signal. All right, so our topic for today is I'm expecting that you would know or differentiate what is a fact and what is an opinion and how to express it in a panel discussion. So I have given you already the module last week, and I hope that you're able to browse it. And there was also a link of a panel discussion where you can watch it as your guide. And for your final performance task for the third quarter, this is the output that I'm expecting from your group, to have a panel discussion. All right, so before I will open up with our new topic, I would like to have a review of our past lesson. Now this, the panel discussion that you have watched the last time was anchored in a story entitled Why Women Wash Dishes. Of course, it was a ridiculous story, but it reflects the way our society sees women nowadays. So it was just, of course, a story that's not really true. That's not what happened in the story. The reason why we had to wash dishes is because the story revealed that Kamaldang lost the bet. Okay, number one. What was the reason of Kaugong and Kamaldang's Kamaldang's argument? Any hand? What was the reason why they were fighting? Yes, Eric, you may unmute your mic.
They argued who will wash the dishes.
Yes, they argued who will wash the dishes. And then what happened? Who can give me a brief description of what exactly happened? Anyone? They argued that who should wash the dishes? Why do they come up to such bet or to such setup, or what would be the basis that Kamaldang would wash the dishes or Kaugong would wash the dishes? What was their bet? What exactly they were betting on? Anyone? Can I call? No one is raising their hand. May I call Hannah? What did they agree? Okay, or should we answer that now? Number 2, how did they solve their argument? Because Kaugong doesn't want to wash the dishes. And at the same time, Kamaldang also doesn't want to wash the dishes. So, number 2, how did they solve their argument? They agreed upon on a bet, but what was the bet? Now I would know who has not read really the story. Or if you did not read the story, there is a video version of it. How did they solve their argument? Because Kaugong would definitely not going to wash. And Kamaldang, of course, is a very prideful woman, would also not give in. So how did they solve their argument on who should wash the dishes? Erin. Yes, Carla.
They made a wager wherein whoever speaks first will wash the dishes.
Yes, exactly. So they made a wager, and the wager was they are just going to stare at each other, not going to talk, and whoever would talk first would be the loser, and that loser should wash the dishes. So it's really ridiculous. Okay, number 3. Did they settle their argument the right way? And why or why not? Is that the way to... Okay, John, I did not see John's answer in the chat box because they settled it through a wager. But yes, that's a correct answer. Same thing with Carla's answer. Now, if I wanted to know, from your opinion, did they settle their argument the right way, having a wager? And if you agree, why and why not? Okay, who should answer? May I call Ruford? Ruford, it's been a long time that I have not heard from you. I hope that your brother is not watching a movie right now. Ruford, can you please answer? Did they settle their argument the right way?
No po, ma'am.
Why is that?
Because they had to make a wager just to solve their argument about washing the dishes.
Right, very good. Now, given that their situation, no one would want to give in, or no one won't even volunteer to wash the dishes. Now, if you were to solve their problem, what should be the right way to solve their argument? So if you were to give your opinion, how would you solve their argument? Anyone? Rupert, would you like to answer again? Yes, Rupert, and then I would like to hear from Carla after you.
In my opinion, to solve their problem about washing the dishes, they should just take turns.
That's very good. You should take turns. It does not mean that, oh, you're the woman, you should wash the dishes. Or you're the man, you should wash the dishes because you're lazy. So it should be taking turn. Okay, Carla, do you have any other answer?
I have the same answer as him, po.
Okay. But I like to explain I want to hear from your side, even if it's just the same.
To avoid arguments, they should switch every single day.
They should. I'm sorry. What was
They
it?
should take turns into washing the dishes po.
All right. Have you ever experienced this? Okay, Enriquez, Muriel has a different opinion maybe, yes?
For me, I will settle the time kung kailan sila mag-wash ng dishes.
Okay, that would be also a good solution. Now, have you ever experienced this among your siblings that you don't want to wash the dishes? And you would say, oh, I've been washing dishes for some time now. You should wash the dishes this time. Have you ever experienced that kind of argument with your siblings, perhaps with your parents that you don't want to hear from Maui. Maui, unmute your mic. Have you ever experienced this and how did you solve it? Maui, could you please open your mic?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Okay. Have you ever experienced where you have or you have to fight with your siblings, brother or sister maybe, that you don't want to wash the dishes or complain from your parents that you don't want to wash the dishes? Has it happened to
Ma'am,
you?
naglalag po kayo, di ko po kayo marinig na maayos.
I'm sorry. Am I clearly from the other participants here? Probably. I'm not sure if my connection is not stable or is it Maui's connection. Yes, Hannah.
I experienced that too po. And I just choose washing the dishes instead arguing with my brother. Because arguing is just useless. I mean, why would you just argue when you can just wash the dishes instead?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Instead of arguing, okay, wash the dishes, and then just think about that your parents did not argue in feeding you, right? So the least that you can share at home is, of course, to do chores. But honestly, when I was young, or I used to argue with my younger sister because we are just 2 years apart, and we used to argue a lot of who should wash the dishes or who should clean the house, and then it would always end up in a fight. And just like what Hannah said, why argue? Just do it. Very good. So I like the way you express your opinion, right? Now let's go to what will I learn today? So these are the 3 things expecting from you. Can you please, Andre, read the 3 things or objectives that I'm expecting that you will learn today, or you expect that you will learn today? Can you please unmute your mic, Andre?
Open. Differentiate facts from an opinion. Express a fact opinion on a given situation. Define what is a panel discussion and familiarize specific roles of its members.
All right, thank you, Andre. So at the end of our lesson, this is what I'm expecting that you will learn and evaluate yourself. Also at the end of the lesson, have I learned to differentiate fact from an opinion? Have I expressed a fact or an opinion? Or have I learned what are the specific roles of the members in a panel discussion? Okay. Now, to differentiate fact versus opinion, this is most of the time and every day we say something, we say a fact, and we could also say an opinion, but there's a difference between the two. May I ask somebody to read? I would like you to raise your hand instead of me just calling. I would appreciate if you volunteer yourself to read instead of me calling you. Anyone who would like to read? Who is this? Yes, Eric.
Fact versus opinion. A fact is a piece of information presented as having objective reality. An opinion is a judgment or belief not founded on certainty of proof. It may be prevailing or popular feeling or a public opinion. Opinion varies from person to person.
All right. Now, this is the difference between the two. You could say something, whether it's a fact or an opinion. Now, how to spot on whether one's expression or somebody's statement is a fact or an opinion is that a fact has an objective of reality. So it's whether you agree it or not, it does not change. Whether you like it or not, it does not change because that is the reality. However, when you say an opinion, it is just a judgment. It could be a belief that is maybe founded on a certain proof, and it can be just a popular feeling or just a public opinion, and it varies from person to person. So if I say that Catherine Bernardo, why do I always make Catherine Bernardo as my example? Okay, Catherine Bernardo is beautiful. Could you say that it's a fact or an opinion? Anyone?
Fact.
It's a fact? Okay. Elaine, yes, Elaine. Is it a fact or an opinion? If I say Catherine Bernardo is a beautiful woman.
Ma'am, it is a opinion.
Yes. Why is it an opinion, Elaine?
Maybe from others, Catherine Bernardo isn't beautiful, but for you, ma'am, Catherine Bernardo is beautiful.
Okay, exactly. That's a very good explanation. It is just an opinion because the other people, especially if they like, who's the other girl that was compared to her before? Nadine, I think it's Nadine maybe. They find Nadine prettier and they don't like, since they're not a fan of Catherine Bernardo, they would say Catherine is ugly or not really sexy. So it's just an opinion because a person's appreciation of one's beauty is, okay, so it's just an opinion that Catherine is beautiful or probably the most beautiful woman. All right, so now you have now the differentiation of a fact and an opinion. Now, if I say that there is an ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, is it just an opinion or a fact? You can just open your mic. Yes, Carla?
It is a fact.
Yes, it is a fact because we cannot deny it. It's all over the news, and everyone knew about the war, the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. So you have now the view, whether you like it or not, it remains a reality. That's a fact. But an opinion, it might be popular. Everybody might say that Lenny is a good president or Marcos would be a good president. That can just be an opinion. Regardless if a lot of people would think it is, it's still an opinion because person's perspective, opinion differ from person to person. So no matter how popular it is, it would not remain as a fact unless there is a proof or it's proven to be real. Right now, why do I explain fact versus opinion? Because when you are in a panel discussion, when you are discussing a specific topic, if you're an audience, you should be able to differentiate whether what you have heard from the panelist, from the person talking, whether that statement given by a panelist is a fact or just an opinion. So you have to learn to decipher whether it's a fact or opinion. And especially nowadays that when you open the social media, there are so many information that you can that you read. And sometimes if you are naive, if you are not certain about it, you may be persuaded that to be true when in fact it is not. It's not the truth, or it's just a faith, or it's just an opinion. If it's an opinion, do not take it as a grain of salt, right? Now let's have an exercises whether this one is a fact or an opinion. By the way, I have read. Let me just read Rupert's answer in the chat box. I've been experiencing the problem. My siblings fight over who would wash the dishes. We actually made new agreement just this morning. Oh, that's very interesting. Because we kept having problems because my younger brother always leaves the cups we used to brush or drink water at night because me and my three brothers share different times and works on breakfast when the other one works in the lunch and dinner. That's a good setup, Rupert. Have a talk to avoid argument. Okay? It's good to designate a specific task rather than fight over it. Okay. So now tell me whether this one is a fact or just an opinion. Okay, those things, Malvar, Osmeña, and Mabini, you can also give your answer number 1 to 10. All right, Rupert, number 1.
Fact po.
Yes, it's a fact. Snakes are reptiles. Okay, number 2. From Luna. Dustin. Dustin's mic is already open. Number 2, Dustin, would you like to answer? Rupert again? I want others, please. It's very easy. Yes, Carla.
Fact.
Dogs are mammals, yes. How do you know, by the way, if one is a mammal or not on your science? How do you know? What is the proof that this animal is a mammal? Yes, Carla?
They taught us that in science class.
Yes, but how would you know it's a mammal? Mammal can... Okay, one thing that you can identify it's a mammal. If my science is correct, okay, I'm not a science teacher, correct me if I'm wrong. That they produce their own kind, that they produce not an egg or something. And also they produce young exactly the same as the adult, or they feed their youngs. I'm not sure if it's correct, but yes, I know they produce it the same, all right, not an egg or whatever. Okay, yes, Meryl, your mic is already open. Would you like to answer number 2? The number 3 would be Elaine. No, number 3, Meryl, number 4, Elaine. Where's Meryl? Meryl? Okay, Elaine, go for number 3, Elaine.
Number 3 is an opinion.
Yes, it's an opinion. Sunflowers are beautiful. I don't like it because they just don't like the color. It's an opinion. All right. Sorry. Yes, Maui, for number. What number are we now? Number 4.
Opinion.
Yes, it's just an opinion. Others do not like cats. They like dogs. Okay, number 5. Yes, Nunez.
Fact po.
Yes, it's a fact. The sun is a star. Number 6. Alexander.
Fact po.
It's yes, it's a fact. Plants need sun and water. Right, next. We'll have number, can I call Princess Lario? Can you answer number 7, Princess? By the way, who is Galaxy J7? Can you please rename so that you can be included in our attendance? I would not identify your real name if your name is Galaxy. Who else? Yes, Andre.
It's an opinion.
Yes, exactly. An opinion. Number 8. Same hands. Yes, Zyrene.
Opinion po.
Zyrene, ano next?
Opinion po.
Yes, it's an opinion. Number 9. Who did I call? Yes, Ignacio.
Fact po, ma'am.
Ignacio. Is it a fact? Apples are delicious? Do all of you like apples?
Opinion.
It's just an opinion. Others do not eat apple. They find it disgusting. Although others love apples. Okay, number 9. Number 9, I also need to be educated. Okay, number 9. Yes, Maui. Could you please Google it? Corn. It's a fact. Corn is a vegetable. Probably. I know for a fact that tomatoes are not vegetables. They are fruits. But corn is a vegetable. Yes, it's a vegetable. It couldn't be a fruit, right? It's a root crop. Okay, now you have another, based on a very simple presentation of example, you can differentiate a fact or an opinion, right? Carla, would you like to say something?
Ma'am, in my point of view, number 10 is a conviction.
It's a conviction. You know, conviction is also part of an opinion. Like, I mean, you have a conviction that it's true, but it might be wrong. So similarly, a conviction is also an opinion. All right. So that's good that you remember our past lesson. Let's move on to a panel discussion. Like I said, I presented to you what is a fact and opinion, because you need this kind of understanding when you are now in a panel discussion. May I? Okay, there is a rule for food corn, like we eat on a cod is considered a vegetable. Okay, thank you, Rupert, for affirming our doubts that corn is in fact a vegetable. So there is an answer here, Samsi opinion. What number is that, Samsi? Number 2, in fact, number 1. Yes. Okay, I'm reading the answers in the chat box. So I hope Ma'am Calderon is taking notes of those who answered, whether in the chat box, also in, I will review those who answered on our YouTube live. There's only Brent Justine. Congratulations, you're very active on YouTube. You're the only one that I see giving your correct answer. Good job, Justine. Brent Justine Cobelo. Okay. Can you please read? Anyone would like to volunteer? I want the others. Jekolide. Yes, Trinidad. Jekolide, can you please read what's a panel discussion? Jekolide is here. Okay, John Carlo. Yes, John Carlo.
Panel discussion. A panel discussion involves sharing of different viewpoints of a group on a specific topic. It consists of a moderator, panelists, and an audience.
All right. So when you are in a panel discussion, there are different members, and each member has a specific role. Now, when you are in a panel discussion, you express a different viewpoints of the topic that is assigned by your instructor, and it's a moderator, a panelist, and an audience. So a panel discussion is a platform where where each of you will discuss. This is not a debate, because in a panel discussion, you really do not, convince somebody that you are right, or that person that you are talking to is wrong. It is just a presentation of your ideas, whether it could be a fact or whether it could be an opinion. And everybody respects an opinion, or what a person has to say in a panel discussion. And the audience also would listen and be respectful, of course, during the whole time. And the audience can also participate in a panel discussion. So each opinion must be respected. Okay. Now, so in a panel discussion, there are members, and each member has to do the task assigned to them, so that the panel discussion could run smoothly, right? May I ask somebody to read? Who are the members of the panel discussion? Samsi. Samsi, can you open your mic and then read? Later, I'm going to present to you a picture where you are going to say something about it. Yes, Carla.
Members of a panel discussion. Instructor plans and organizes the panel discussion. Moderator keeps a discussion on the theme and encourages interactions among the members. Panelists gives the view about the topic or theme. Audience can give views or questions to seek clarification on the theme.
All right. Now, if you are a designated instructor in your group, because I'm going to assign you. So as an instructor, you are going to assign a moderator, appoint your panelists, and who would be the audience. And as an instructor, you would also choose the topic, what would be the discussion, and you're going to give the rules, and you also organizes the practice. So I'm talking about your group, okay? So in a real panel discussion, okay, you are going to choose where is the event, what time is it going to happen. So basically, you are the organizer if you are an instructor. Now, a moderator is the one who controls the discussion. Whether this one is the panelist, one of the panelists may go out of the topic, and then it's the rule of the moderator to say, okay, that's out of the topic. Let's just focus on what is the theme or what is the topic. Or if there is a panelist that is misbehaving, like doesn't want to give others the time to talk or be rude, so it's the moderator's call to call the attention of the panelist who is rude, or the members, or I mean the audience. And it's also the job of the moderator to call somebody who should be talking or who should talk, and to also say that, okay, time's up, let's hear the other panelists. So that's the job of the moderator. Now, the job of the panelist is, of course, whatever the topic is, you are going to give your opinion. You could also express a fact based on your research. And as a panelist, you must be responsible of staying on the topic. Do not go beyond what is not on the topic. And a panelist, you have to research. In order for you to have something to say during a panel discussion. Do not go there as if like it's already the panel discussion and everyone's talking, and then you say, okay, sorry, I have not researched anything. I have nothing to say. So as a panelist, research, that is your part. And if you are an audience, you have to listen carefully what each panelist is sharing, because you may also add your opinion. You may also share the facts that you know, and you may also raise questions to the panelists, like to clear. So as an audience, you are still part of the discussion, all right? All right. Now let's see It's clear to you what are the rules of each member of the panelists. So number one, who would like to read and give the answer? Is it true or false? Sales, Jeline Sales, can you please read number one and then tell me whether it's true or false?
The instructors play the most important role in panel discussion. True, ma'am.
What's the answer? True or false?
True, ma'am.
Yes, it is true. Correct, Jeline. Thank you. And how about number two? John Kyle says false and then change it to true. All right. Okay, the correct answer is true. They play the most important role because they are the one who organizes the panel discussion. If the panel discussion, would not be successful, it would be the fault of the instructor. Okay, number two. Raise your hand, please. Jocelyn Rio. Jocelyn, read number two and then tell me whether it's a true, whether the statement is true or false. Jocelyn is quiet. Hannah, please read number two, Hannah.
Panel members are seated in a semicircle shaped arrangement in a front of the audience.
Is it true? What do you think? What should be the setup if you're in a final discussion? Should they be facing in front of the audience? True or false? If you're going to answer, can you please write the number if you're in the chat box so that I would know what number you're answering? What is your Hannah?
True po.
Yes, it is true. Correct. Number three. Yes, John Kyle, number three, and then Elaine would be number four.
Audience is allowed to raise questions and seek clarification.
What's the
True
answer?
po, ma'am.
Yes, true. Perfect answer. Yes, Elaine, number four.
The moderator keeps the discussion on the theme and encourage interactions among members. True po.
Yes, true. Exactly. That's the correct answer. Number five. Who would like to answer number five? Francis. Francis Arsin, number five. Could you please unmute your mic? Francis, hello.
Hello po, ma'am.
Yes, number five, read. Francis, read number five.
I think you have a obligation to be audience in panel discussion.
Okay, is that true or false? Is there someone who is expressing an opinion that as an audience you have no obligation at all? True or false? Okay, Eric and Zyrene give correct answer, false. What do you mean, Carla? You don't get the question. What question was it? All right. So pretty much you have already an idea what is a panel discussion and the rules of the members. Now let's see if you can find this. Okay, Study and analyze the pictures, then share a fact or an opinion on the following pictures. So when you say a fact, it must be correct, right? So you can either express a fact or an opinion on this picture. So picture 1, who are these people? Picture 2, picture 3, picture 4. What fact do you know about this picture? And what opinion do you have? And you may choose picture number, what number is it? 5, picture number 6, picture number 7, and picture number 8. So you may just choose which number, okay? I couldn't present it all at once because the space on the PowerPoint is limited, so I have it in 2 pages. I hope that you can remember what pictures are this. So again, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. So you may just choose one. Whether you want to express your opinion, then that's okay. Or you can express a fact. Anyone? I'd like to. This is a what we call a training for you to give your opinion. Let's say it's in a panel discussion. Okay, number 2, Rod. Number 2 is bullying, which is not good. So to Rod's opinion is it's not good. Okay, that's his opinion. It's not good. Now, why is it? It could be you can state a fact about bullying. Yes, it's not good. Of course, is that an opinion or a fact? Nobody would say that bullying is good, right? Okay, so it's a fact that bullying, it can be, and what else can you say about bullying? I want to hear your ideas. Okay, Elaine would like to answer number 1. Yes, Elaine.
Picture number 1 is a fact. Picture number 1 is a K-pop group named BTS and consists of 7 members.
All right, it's a fact that these are a group of BTS. Now everybody can say, okay, I'm gonna express my opinion, a unpopular opinion about BTS, all right? I think BTS is overrated, just for me. I mean, everybody go crazy or everyone goes crazy over them, but I think they're just okay, not really that great. So that's just my opinion. The BTS army might be mad at me for saying that, but that's my opinion. Okay, anyone? Let's just keep going. I want you to give your ideas, your opinion, and say something. Any fact about, okay, any fact about BTS? Give me, not an opinion, but it's really a fact. Anyone who is a BTS army? Yes, Carla.
BTS has 7 members.
It was already mentioned earlier. Other than that, what about them that's really a fact? It is not just an opinion. Like I said, okay, they are not really that great. They are overrated. That's my opinion. Yes, Hannah.
BTS won 442 wins and having a 636 nomination in whole year.
Wow. Is it a fact?
Yes, it's fact.
Are you an army, Hannah?
I used to be army, but not now.
You used to be. What made you, what made you dump them? Like, okay, I don't like you anymore.
Maybe because of studying. I focus on studying mostly and leave the K-pop. But I came back in our fandom.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Hannah. Who's giving here in the chat box? Okay, Eric, I would like you to read what you answered in our chat box. Eric?
Okay po, ma'am. Number 1, my opinion I know of them is they are talented young men who are trying to do something that they love with their popularity. They are trying to make changes to their country that will be very beneficial in many aspects.
All right. So that is Eric's opinion on BTS. Okay, how about the others? Okay. You know, I'm a Naruto fan, an anime fan, and this is my opinion. Naruto is one of the best anime in the world, and that okay, that's it. I would say that I might say something that you didn't like, but for me, Naruto is the best anime ever. Yes, Carla.
In my point of view, Naruto is one of the best animes that has well-written characters and has good character development.
Exactly. Thank you, Carla. I share the same. Okay, Hannah.
About K-pop, BTS isn't the only K-pop here. That's an opinion. Oh, not opinion, but a fact.
Okay, they're not the only K-pop that is popular. Of course. Some more. What is this picture number 4? Can you say something about that? Picture number 4. Anyone who's crazy over this game? Yes, Hannah. I'd like to hear others also. Yes, Hannah.
ML is a good game, but toxic players ruined the game.
Toxic player ruined the game. Why? How can you say that these players are toxic? They're toxic.
Some of Filipinos, mostly Filipinos, are the one who's toxic when it comes to games. COD, ML, all of it is full of trash talking and having some war of it.
Okay. So you mean to say that mostly it's the Filipinos who do trash talking, and about the other countries, they don't trash talk? Is that what you mean, Hannah?
All of them, all of all of countries, not only Philippines, but some of them are mostly Philippines.
Okay.
Mom, I can say that's a fact.
Who says it's a fact? Is it okay? I know nothing about ML. Is it popular? Still popular? Used to be
Yes,
popular.
po. I play that.
Is it still popular nowadays, or is there a better game than ML?
ML is used to be okay na game po, pero some of players lumipat na po sa COD.
Yes,
Used to
Maui.
be a popular game.
Used to be a
It used
popular.
to be a popular game.
But what about now? What's a popular game? I could not give any example of an online game because that's the only one I know about. Yes, Maui. What other popular? What's the most popular? Let's say. What's the most popular online game nowadays, Maui?
COD and Genshin Impact. Valorant.
Okay, I know I haven't heard of those online games. Yes, Carla.
I had the same opinion as her po.
Okay. Now, last time there was a guy friend of mine asked me to watch the live streaming of the Fortnite. I know nothing about it, but okay, I tried to watch it. It's a game, and they are now in season 2. I could not relate it because I have no idea what's the online game. Have you heard of a Fortnite?
Yes po,
Maybe.
ma'am.
Okay, how about the guys? Guys are not expressing their opinion. I know most guys love online games. All the women are expressing that. All the girls here are giving their opinion and what they knew about. Okay, Roblox has been very popular nowadays. Yes, Carla. In fact, my nephew, who is just 8 years old, is really crazy over Roblox, and he begged me to buy Roblox, but I did not buy him, or I don't know what he's planning to buy online, but I was thinking that it might be bad. Yes, John Kyle, could you read your answer in the chat box? John Kyle, could you read that? Yes, John Kyle. John Kyle, is your audio working? Okay, read, Kyle, your answer in the chat box. Unmute your mic. Where's John Kyle? Okay. Let me read John Kyle's answer. Yes, go, John Kyle.
Different games has different community, but ML has the least toxic community po. Community po.
Okay, the least community. One of these days I might go over that thing, but I think it's not really the fad ML. There's a new game. Okay, how about this one? Let's go to the second slide. This. Anyone? Yes, Carla.
The war between Russia and Ukraine has greatly affected the oil prices in the Philippines.
Yes, correct. In fact, last week or 2 weeks ago, the oil price went crazy. It almost doubled. Another? Okay, I'd like to point out picture number 3, this one. Okay. The lives of tell me whether it's an opinion or a fact, okay? The lives of people living in a slum area are miserable. Is it a fact or opinion? The lives of those people living in a slum area are miserable. Did you say it's a fact or just an opinion?
It's a fact po.
Ruford says it's a fact. How about the others? Yes, Carla.
It is an opinion po.
Why is it an opinion?
People who don't live in those type of area usually don't get any freedom. So us that lives in areas that isn't as dirty as that envy their freedom.
So you're talking about freedom. When I say that, the lives of the people who live in a slum area are miserable, it is just an opinion because, you know, the kind of environment that you live does not determine your happiness, because even if you live in a slum area, your life can be happy. And even if you live in a very nice house, a very nice environment, your life can be miserable. So it is just an opinion. And Carla is talking about freedom. Yes, if you are free, then you can be happy. If you're not free, then that would be a miserable life. Okay, another. Just hear one more and then we'll proceed. Okay. Tell me whether it's a fact or an opinion. Halo-halo is the best Filipino food. I'm hungry looking at this picture. Is it a fact or an opinion? Halo-halo is the best Filipino food. How about the others? I always see the same hand. Leviona. Leviona? Where's Leviona? If I say halo-halo is the best food, is the best Filipino food, is it a fact or an opinion? Zairine.
Opinion po, ma'am.
Yes, why is it an opinion, Irene?
Not all people like halo-halo.
Yes, exactly. If I say the food that you see is Filipino food, is it a fact or an opinion? Sinigang is the best food for me because of the taste of it's just heavenly. According to John Carl in the chat box, it's heavenly. It's a good description. Okay. What can you say about Filipinos? Any fact about Filipino and any opinion about Filipino? I'd like you to, I'm gonna end the discussion here. Anything that, what fact can you tell about Filipinos and what opinion can you give about Filipinos? Yes, Carla.
One of the most popular stereotypes of Filipinos is that they like karaoke.
Could be, yes, thank you. Others? Guest. Maybe John Kyle means guest. Okay. You mean John Kyle, they are hospitable. Yes. Filipinos are nice when having a guest in their house. Yes, that's according to John Kyle. All right. Zaid Wayne has another concern. Okay, let's talk about it later, Zaid. All right. Okay, so that's it. So when you are in a panel discussion, you're expected to share your opinion, to share facts, to share your views. So this is just exercise in giving your views, right? Now, questions to ponder, not questions, it's only one, so question. Question to ponder, what will you do if the person does not share your opinion? Like if I say, BTS is not really good and the BTS army would fight over me because they're fanatic. They would be mad at me. So that's one example of sharing your opinion and others get mad. So what will you do if the person does not share your opinion? Rufort has an answer. Let me just read it. In my opinion, Filipino food is one of the best because we use different types of spices. Okay, yes, I agree with you, Rufort. Now let's focus on this question. What will you do if the person does not share your opinion? I'd like to hear from you. Carla again. Can I call Mariel, and then Hannah, and then John Kyle, and then Rod. I'd like to hear from Mariel first. Mariel? I think I always mispronounce Mariel's name. Mariel, is Mariel still here? What would you do if the person does not share your opinion? Okay. All right, Nunez, would you like to read your answer, Nunez? I like to hear your voice, even if you answer in the chat box. Yes, Nunez, read your answer. First Nunez. Okay, I think Nunez's mic is not working. Let me just read his answer instead. I think I will do nothing. I won't force them to share my opinion, at least they listen to me. Okay, that's good. Don't force them to believe you, as long as they listen to you. John Kyle, I will listen, I will let them be because it's their choice. Ruford, can you please read? I'm tired already from talking.
When a person disagrees with my opinion, I usually try to ask them to show me their perspective so I can identify the reason they disagree.
Very good. That's a good point. Okay. So let's just talk. Now tell me your opinion. What is your perspective so that I would know why you disagree. That's a good one. Some more. I'm reading what's in the chat box. Oops, where did I go? Okay, Carla, like to say something?
Well, I will not force them to, as it is my opinion and not really theirs.
Okay, so it is just your opinion. Hannah.
I just let them. Since it's my opinion. It's their fault or maybe it's just them to get mad.
All right. Elaine. Elaine, would you like to say something? Okay, Elaine is not talking. But I want you to, I was waiting for you to say this, that you have to respect the person. Okay? So you have an opinion, they have an opinion, let's just respect. Or we can just agree to disagree. So that's what we always say. Agree, we can just agree to disagree, that my opinion is just my opinion and you have your own opinion. But let's just respect one another. You do not say bad about the person who does not share your views. You do not mock them. You do not degrade them. You do not say something or attack the person. Okay, discuss the topic, discuss the views, but do not attack the person. Or you can say attack the topic, attack the opinion, but do not attack the person. Because there are people who would resort to saying, you're dumb, you're an idiot. Instead of just focusing on what the topic is, people would attack the person. So that is not good. Now, I know some of you are aware of what's going on this election, the campaign. So instead of talking about the leadership potential of each candidate, they resort to attacking, you are DDS, you're an idiot, or you're kakamping, you're fake. So do not attack the person, just stay focused on the opinion. All right, so that's what I want you to learn. Now let's talk about, okay, I want you to read this because I'm already tired. Erin, Marjorie, you have been silent. I have not heard from you. Marjorie Quarteros, can you please read the instruction?
Panel discussion presentation. Talk with your respective group to plan for your panel discussion presentation. Assign each group member for a specific role in your panel discussion. Your teacher may choose a topic for your group based on the given topic. Present your ideas and your arguments by raising sensible questions and stating facts or your opinion.
All right, continue reading.
Yung picture po, ma'am.
Yeah, continue reading.
Choose which topic you would like to discuss. Panel discussion topics. 1. TikTok. Is it good or bad for children? 2. Online games addiction. 3. Cyberbullying. 4. New normal in education online class. 5. Advantage of technology.
Okay, so all of you will have to choose a topic, and some of you have already chosen, and you assign a member of your group. So this will be your performance task for the third quarter. Okay, and we'll talk more about that. Do not leave yet. So that's the end of our class. God bless you and have a nice day. Please, those of you who are in Zoom, do not leave yet because there's something that I would clarify, okay? I'll end